can I say one last thing about the Mamdani and this mayoral election? I do just want to
Please.
say, to close out on this, because I think the substance here matters a little bit more. I just want to make sure I get this across. If you want a
Mm-hmm.
preview of where progressive politics is headed in cities like New York, you really should look no further than this guy's campaign. Because again, he's not just a left-wing candidate. He's a throwback to early 20th century socialism, but with like a
Here.
2025 branding strategy. He's pitching city-run grocery stores, a new municipal department of community safety to
The
replace the
fuck?
NYPD and free bus services across the five boroughs, all while proposing the kind of rent control regime that would make it really impossible to build or maintain new housing stock. So there's no fiscal realism there. Mamdani is campaigning in a fantasy world where the city can spend endlessly, take over entire sectors of the economy, and they can
Yeah.
basically erode core public safety structures, all without consequence. He talks about upzoning and increasing supply, but ultimately wants to shackle developers with extreme affordability mandates that would make new construction unviable. It's
Yeah.
classic bait and switch progressivism. Nod to abundance, but legislate scarcity. So, what makes this guy's rise even more alarming is that he's all the things I said earlier. He's charismatic, he's smart, he's got this extremely online presence and verve. And he's building a coalition that is not, really multi-ethnic, but it's somewhat multi-ethnic. And unlike many of his peers in the DSA, the Democratic Socialist of America, he actually is trying to win. He's not just posturing. He's not just trying to tear it all down. And that's what makes him dangerous politically. He's figured out how to market radicalism with some discipline. So
He
the
has indeed.
policies remain extreme. But we're talking about a candidate who wants to ban newborn drug screenings in hospitals, limit child abuse investigations by ACS, Child Protective Services, essentially, in New York. He wants to reduce the city's ability to respond to threats against vulnerable children. That's part of his, approach to depolicing and, wanting to move toward this community model. None of that is compassion. It's institutionalized negligence. And at a moment when New Yorkers are desperate for order, stability, and housing they can afford, Mamdani is going to bring them, if elected. And if he follows through on the plans as he's designed them, a city government that would be bigger, slower, and weaker. So the danger isn't just that he wins,
Yes.
it's that he reshapes the Overton window in a city that desperately needs to pull back from the edge.